gentleman to speak is also a dear friend of mine, and he's also a serial entrepreneur. He currently have multiple companies that he's concurrently running. He has a young family as well. I'm not quite sure how he does it, how he's able to keep on top of all of these companies and grow them while also growing a young family. And I guess, it really takes the right mindset to be able to do that. So to speak more about that, Maestro Mindset, Muraly, Srinarayanathas, over to you.
Bren, thank you very much for that introduction. It was a very great segue into what I'd like to talk about, and that's the Maestro Mindset. But first of all, vanakkam to everyone. I am so honored to be a part of this event because I'm very much, Father Gasper spoke about the tremendous community here in Canada, the Tamil community, but it's so nice to see all the Tamil people across the world and be able to connect with them. And I hope, RISE continues to do these massive events. And hopefully post-COVID we'll connect again face to face. Because I think together globally we have a massive opportunity. And I'm thinking about some of the things I saw on some of the other seminars in terms of blockchain, in terms of AI, in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of education. There are many exciting things that the Tamil community, in my view, unlike any other community, can really leverage that and take advantage of that and offer some great products and services for the globe. I'm here to talk about the Maestro Mindset, and as Bren alluded to, I have a few businesses that I run, and of course a young family, and it really comes down, I believe, to having the right mindset. As my parents left and immigrated first to the UK and then to Canada, they struggled, made the sacrifices, and essentially gave me the opportunities that they didn't have. For myself, my father, worked very tirelessly, and as a result, didn't have the opportunity to spend as much time with the family as I do now. So it's not just about the business opportunities. It's also about balancing your lifestyle and your career path or your growth in society. And I think that comes down to mindset. So for those of you who don't know, what is mindset and why is it important? Mindset is about, as we go through so many things in life, there are opportunities and there are challenges. And whether you think something is an opportunity or a challenge really comes down to your perspective and how you address it, how you view it. And that really comes down to mindset. If you try to consider every single thing that comes your way, opportunity or challenge, if you try to consider that every single time, it becomes time consuming and it becomes quite difficult for you to progress much faster. So a very easy way to do that is to have the right mindset. So that's really providing a framework for any input that comes your way to quickly make a decision on how you're going to tackle that. So a great example is if you are running 2 miles versus if you're running 10 miles, there's really not much difference in terms of your body. For those people who are athletes and train every day, sure, their muscles are fine-tuned to run those 10 miles better. But at the end of the day, if they don't have the right mindset, they could stop halfway through, whether it's 2 miles or 10 miles. So really, it comes down to your mindset. So specifically to the Maestro mindset, I'm going to come back to in a second. But I think there's an important step that is crucial in today's very trendy entrepreneurship world. And that's something that I think it's important to identify the difference between mentorship and apprenticeship. And I'm a big fan of mentorship and apprenticeship, but I think in regards to the Maestro mindset, apprenticeship is very key. And apprenticeship means, you know, if you think about a carpenter, for example, a young apprentice for a master carpenter is going to completely give themselves to that master to learn all the foundational skills and then the secrets that are make that person the master. And that is key. Dedicating yourself to your passion and learning from someone who is the best in their field is very important. And I think not just the youth, I don't think it's an age thing, but anybody going new into their career or into a path miss out on that. There are huge advantages, of course, in today's society in terms of the internet and our access to information. But it's not just about the information. It is about those core, those little things that make a big difference. So that's carpentry. You can also think about this in terms of medicine. It's very good to, very important to have those hard skills, to learn how, you know, the basic information of the body, what medications help, what strategies you need to implement to help that person get better. But another key element is, how do you extract that information from the patient? That's communication. What are the key things that you need to look for? Anyone you know, that's aware of the medical field, there are several different symptoms, and then you have to do all this research to determine what the solution might be. That's the same thing in entrepreneurship. There's several different problems, but you need a guide on how to quickly determine the solution. And that's where I think apprenticeship really comes into play. So anyone coming in early into a passion or a field that they'd like to jump into, I think I would suggest that you really consider looking for someone that is a master in that field and kind of apprenticing with them and learning from them. Because at one point, if you're true to that relationship, an apprentice and a master, one day the apprentice, if the master does a good job, one day the apprentice is going to be better than that master. That is, you know, paying it forward. That is, you know, the role of the master. And I think that's very important. And the apprentice is going to take those skills and make it their own. If you don't have that opportunity to get connected with somebody, you know, directly, face to face, another way is to just watch and learn and see the actions that they perform. So we do this as human beings at a very early stage. You know, as young children, for those of us who are parents and have young or old children, children never or very rarely listen to what you say, they do what you do. And human beings learn that way as well. You know, for a lot of recent immigrants that I work with at Computech College, the easiest way for them to pick up and speak the Canadian English or the language of that culture is to copy somebody else that's doing it. And that might not be somebody directly, but they can copy a newscaster. They can copy Obama, the way that he speaks, or Bill Clinton. You know, Trump, for those people who are a fan, right? He is, at the end of the day, whatever your political beliefs are, a great communicator. So this is another way that you as an apprentice can learn to become the master. So now coming back or concluding to the Maestro mindset. Why, you know, there are several different mindsets that you can follow, and I would suggest, you know, looking into these different ones and considering which is the right one for you. Why Maestro mindset? It comes from a very famous poem called Invictus, and there's two lines that I think are quite significant. Those two lines are, "I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul." I'd ask you to, you know, take a look at Invictus to get more details on that poem. But it is really understanding that we are the masters of our choice. That is the gift, the universe, God, whatever your belief is, that is the gift that we have been given as human beings. We cannot control the external. What we can control as masters of our fate and captains of our soul is the choices that we make based upon the external. And I think that is significant. That happens in the example that I gave from running 2 miles to 10 miles. There are so many external factors, maybe rain, maybe your feet hurt, but you're going to keep going. That is a great example of how immigrants come to Canada or any other country with so much struggle. No matter what, they're going to make it, whether their path is education, whether it's hard work and education, whatever it is, they have the right mindset that's going to help them succeed. I think, you know, there was tremendous insight and very important perspectives from Anjali and some of the other, Dr. Padma Natarajan, you know, Father Gasper as well, Praveen that I heard on the blockchain talk, all these different age groups. And my humble request for not only participants but organizers of RISE or any other events here is, I think there's a tremendous opportunity for the youth and the elder generation to connect. I'm in my 40s and I think I'm kind of in the middle of that. And my responsibility is to ensure that these two generations talk and connect, because I think there is a rich heritage, especially in our Tamil community, that is held with the elders. And we do not want the youth to miss out on that. In the same way, there is huge insights the youth have, as you can see with Anjali's talk, that the elder generation can connect with. And as these generation connect, the stronger we will be. If you'd like to hear more about the Maestro mindset, please, I'm happy to connect with you. I think some of my links are on my profile. And once again, thank you very much to everyone at the RISE Summit. Enjoy the rest of the conference.